Today I'll show you how I get my goat meat intestine pepper soup to taste the best, literally. Yes, keep watching, let's begin. So first I'm going to transfer all the intestine into my pot. This is goat meat intestine and I have cleaned it the best way I can, but I like to take it one step further and I'll tell you why. So now transfer everything into your pot except the liver, add water, cover and let this begin to boil. In another pot, go in with the liver, add some water and let it come to a boil. Just when it begins to boil, you'll see all of this yuckiness float to the top. Now this is why I like to boil it separately. So strain this, rinse and transfer it back into the pot. Now back to the reason why I like to parboil this first. It is simple. Intestine contains a lot of baggages and sometimes if you don't clean it properly, it's going to taste as though you're having POOP. Okay, so I like to be safe and just do this. It's fine if you don't want to do it, just make sure you wash properly with salt and vinegar or pour boiling water over it. But as you can see, I did not parboil for too long. Maximum 5 minutes. Drain, rinse and transfer back into your pot. Now it is back into the pot. I'm going to add some onion. I love to use onion for my pepper soup. It gives it tons of flavor, don't miss it. Add some Cameroon pepper, a bit of seasoning and then stir well to combine. Now the idea is to let this steam for a few minutes, but of course water is not going to come from anywhere at this point. So I'm going to add a bit of water, cover and let it steam for the first 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to blend up some Scotch bonnet, ginger, Uda, Ewuru, that is calabash nutmeg, and some Gbafilo. I'll list everything I'm using today in the description box. Please check it out. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. I'm going to stir on this. By the way, the aroma here was beginning to give, So stir this well. Now we're going to add our blended spices. Remember the spices I just showed you. Blend that up and then transfer into the meat. Now add enough water to cook this and continue cooking. Don't forget to add the liver as well. So I added the liver, cover and continue to cook on medium-low heat. Don't forget to taste and adjust with seasoning or salt if necessary. I went in with a bit more salt because I added some water. Now with pepper soup, be careful with seasoning and salt because it can get salty really quick. Agidi is a perfect pair for this kind of pepper soup, so I'm going to make some from scratch. In your pot, go in with your pap. This is already made pap. Dissolve it with a bit of water. Here I was showing you that the gas was turned off. Now it is smooth and silky like this. I'm going to now pour boiling water over it. You know the way you will usually make your pap, do that. It's okay if it doesn't thicken up. Now you can turn on the gas and continue to stir this on medium-low heat. It's going to thicken up, then you continue cooking, adding water every now and then till it becomes cooked and stretchy. Now you know it is ready when you do the cold water test and I'll show you when we get to that point. Today's virtual hug is for Queen watching from Ghana. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. If this is your first time here, I want to say thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the like button and turn on your bell notification so you'll be among the first to know when I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, I love you all so much. Thank you for always coming back to watch. Alright, you can see this is now stretchy. What I'm going to do is scoop some into this bowl of cold water. Give it a few minutes, about 30 seconds. Once it's set, you know it is ready. Now take this off the heat and wrap it up immediately. I have some moi moi leaves here, which is what we typically use to wrap this up. Wrap it and place the pap in there. Fold it up and let it set for about 3 to 6 hours. So if you're going to make this pepper soup, make the agidi first. Let it begin to set while you cook your pepper soup, or way earlier before you start cooking your pepper soup. So at this time, I check on the pepper soup. This was after the first 35 minutes. I tasted it with one and it was still hard. So I went in with a bit more water. So you want to, you know, always taste and add water if you have to. Alright, so this was after another 20 minutes. The aroma at this point filled everywhere. It was so good, nose blinding. Stir this, taste it if you have to be sure it is tender, and our pepper soup is ready. At this point, you can add your scent leaf, diced up. I don't have that. I'm going to replace it with some chopped bell peppers and spring onion to give it that pop of color. Once I do that, let it simmer for about a minute extra, and it is ready. Serve and enjoy. This is so good. I hope you enjoy it when you try it. Do you wash your meat like this? Is it something you're willing to try? I've been doing this for years, and of course, you know, I'm going to share with you. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.